Hi everyone. For this last practice problem, we want to manipulate the integrand so that we can apply the power rule. So we have the integral from 1 to 4 of negative 5t plus 9. And in the denominator, I'm going to write this as t to the negative 1 to the 1/2 power, changing that radical to a 1/2. So if we then multiply those powers, we'll have negative 5t plus 9 over t to the negative 1/2 dt. And we can distribute this denominator. We've done this before. We have negative 5t over t to the negative 1/2 plus 9 over t to the negative 1/2 dt. And I'm going to keep going until I can get this into a nice power rule. So if I have a t to the first power minus a t to the divided by t to the negative 1/2 means I'm subtracting my exponents. So I'm going to have negative 5 t to the first minus a negative t to the half gives me t to the 3/2. And then for this last term, I've got 9t to the positive 1/2. So now I can actually use the power rule to find the integral here. And so I've got negative 5. I'll increase the power by 1 and then divide by the new power. So this will be t to the 5/2, and then we'll take 1 over t to the 5/2. Ooh. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to increase this to 3/2 and then divide by that. And we're going to evaluate all of this from 1 to 4. So cleaning this up, the 5s are going to cancel, and we'll have a negative 2 t to the 5/2 plus this will turn into a 6 t to the 3/2. And again, we're evaluating from 1 to 4. So substituting in 4, we'll have negative 2, 4 to the 5/2 plus 6 times 4 to the 3/2. And we'll take all this and subtract negative 2 times 1 to the 5/2 plus 6 times 1 to the 3/2. And when you put that all in your calculator, you will get negative 20.